Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Have you ever attended an online training session, turned your camera off and felt like you were just there? If yes, you're not alone. My name is Tengku Adza Nadira, and to begin, I will briefly explain why training and development is important and how remote learning has changed the way organizations train their employees. Training and development plays an important role in organizations, especially in improving employee skills, performance, and overall productivity. Through effective training programs, employees are able to enhance their knowledge, adapt to changes, and contribute more effectively to organization goals. However, with the rise of remote work and rapid digital transformation, many organizations have shifted their training programs from traditional face-to-face method to online or remote learning platform. While remote learning offers flexibility, convenience, and cost efficiency, the article highlights that it also introduces several challenges that may reduce the effectiveness of training and development if not properly managed. That we understand how remote learning has become common in organizations, let us look at the main issue highlighted in the study. The main issue identified in this study is that remote learning creates both immediate and long-term challenges that affect the effectiveness of training and development. According to the article, remote training often lacks meaningful interaction, social connection, and collaborative learning opportunities, which are essential elements of effective workplace training. As a result, employees may become less engaged during training sessions and may struggle to fully understand and apply the knowledge gained. Compared to the traditional face-to-face training, this limitation can lead to weaker learning outcomes and reduced impact on employees' performance and organization innovation. To better understand this issue, let us now examine the underlying causes that contribute to the challenges of remote learning. The article identifies several underlying causes that contribute to the challenges of remote learning and workplace training. First, remote learning environments often involve one-way communication, where employees mainly receive information with limited opportunities for discussion, interaction, or hands-on practice. Second, there is a greater responsibility placed on employees to manage their own learning, often without sufficient guidance, monitoring, or immediate feedback from trainers. Third, the lack of physical interaction reduces informal learning, social bonding, and teamwork, which are important elements in effective training and development. These underlying causes lead to several important effects, not only organizations but also on employees. The challenges of remote learning have significant impacts on both organizations and employees. From an organizational perspective, ineffective remote training can result in reduced skill development, weaker teamwork, and lower levels of innovation. When training outcomes are not effectively achieved, organizations may also face difficulties in aligning employees' capabilities with business goals. From the employee's perspective, remote learning may lead to feeling of isolation, lower motivation, and challenges in applying newly acquired knowledge to real-work situations. Over time, these impacts can affect employee performance, engagement, and overall professional development. To better understand why these impacts occur, the study can be explained using relevant learning theories. The challenges discussed in this study are closely related to adult learning theory and social learning theory. Adult learning theory emphasizes that adults learn most effectively through experience, active participation, and meaningful interaction. For social learning theory, on the other hand, highlights the importance of learning through observation, collaboration, and social interaction with others. In remote learning environment, these elements may be reduced if training programs are not carefully designed, which can negatively affect learning outcomes and employee development. Based on these theories, the next question is how organizations can address the challenges of remote learning effectively. To address the challenges of remote learning, the article proposes several important solutions. First, organizations should design remote training programs that are interactive and engaging, rather than simply transferring traditional face-to-face training methods into online formats. This includes encouraging discussion, collaboration, and active participation among employees during training sessions. The article also emphasizes the importance of building virtual learning communities to maintain social connection and teamwork, even in the remote environments. Additionally, training programs should be well planned and supported by appropriate digital tools and learning strategies to ensure effective learning outcomes. In addition to the solutions suggested in the article, there are also several practices strategies that organizations can implement to further improve remote training. In my opinion, organizations can further enhance remote training by adopting a blended learning approach, which combines online training with occasional face-to-face or live interactive sessions. This approach helps maintain flexibility while also strengthening interaction and engagement among employees. Organizations should also provide employees with digital skills training and technical support to ensure they are comfortable using online learning platforms. In addition, regular feedback, mentoring, and active involvement from leaders can help motivate employees and ensure that training objectives are successfully achieved. With this recommendation in mind, I will now conclude my presentation. In conclusion, remote learning represents a major contemporary challenge in the field of training and development. While it offers flexibility and efficiency, remote training that is poorly designed can reduce learning effectiveness, employee engagement, and organization innovation. Therefore, it is important for organizations to adopt thoughtful training strategies, interactive learning methods, and supportive learning cultures to ensure that remote training remains effective. Thank you for watching, and I hope this presentation has provided useful insight into the challenges and solution of remote learning in training and development. Thank you and Assalamu alaikum. Thank you and Assalamu alaikum.